So as you guys know, if you were on my live, I had a bunch of fragrances that were delivered to me from Fragrance Buy, and so I wanted to do a small little fragrance haul here based on two of the fragrances I picked up. One of the ones was one of the ones that you guys asked me to pick up, and the other one was just one that was on their Fragrance Buy sale for 10 bucks. The first one is Joop Homme Ice, and the other one is Moustache by Rochas, and it's the Eau de Toilette. So without further ado, let's get it. Alright my dudes, welcome back to my channel. This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with another fragrance video. And so in this video, I'm going to be doing two new first impressions. One of a fragrance you guys asked me to buy, and one of a fragrance that I just purchased on Fragrance Buy. And so before I get into it, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for future notifications. It always helps out my channel and it makes me want to do and make better content for you guys. So again, this was Joop Homme Ice. It's one of the two that I picked up. It was in a tester box. It did come with the cap. And the other one was Rochas Eau de Toilette. Again, if you guys are new to my channel, once a month I ask you guys about 3 to 5 different fragrances to pick up that are under $50. And you guys choose them, and then I choose the ones that were voted on the most. This month it was Afnan 9 p.m., which I separated and made a separate video for that because it was so highly anticipated from you guys. And then we have Joop Homme Ice, which is another one. I decided to put these two together because they were the last two. I don't like Joop. The original Joop's one of my least favorite fragrances out there. And you guys chose this as the second one. And I think the third one is CDNIM Perfume, but that is not quite here yet. I honestly don't know where that is. But Joop Homme Ice, the original Joop I don't like. I tried one other Joop I don't like. You guys know I have a Joop bag. So I'm going to try this out. This is the first fresh Joop I've tried, so I'm going to try it out. Again, that's Joop Homme Ice, sprayed here on the tester, and then give you the notes. I'm not going to give you guys full note breakdowns, just a few notes that are going to intrigue me from this. So some of the notes from this are going to be plum, bergamot, grapefruit, cardamom, and sandalwood. So let me smell this here. Okay, so I think this is going to be a Joop that I like, surprisingly. So right in the opening, you're getting a heavy mixture, and because it's a Joop and it's a cheaper fragrance, it's going to have a bit of the sharpness in the opening, and I do understand that. And so again, I'm willing to try anything. I don't even care if it's from a line that I normally hate. I'm willing to try anything, and I'm glad that I did try this. I could see why you guys were pointing it out. So in the opening, you get this bergamot and grapefruit citrus mixture, and then you get this heavy, deep plum. So what's weird about this is it's Joop Homme Ice, which with that you would think it would be more like the Dior Homme colognes, the Ysl Y Eau Fraiche, and it's not. It's actually a little bit heavier, more like a Rasasi Hawas or something like that. Even though it's not fruity like that, I'm just comparing it to that because the Hawas has those heavy seed notes and the heavy plum that's in there. And while you can still sense the citruses in this, the bergamot and the grapefruit, you get that zesty, you get that citrusness, not rindy at all. You get that plum mixing together with it that gives it this warm, thick juiciness to it. And so it's definitely nice. Really good. Other than that, I get a little bit of sandalwood coming in here with a little bit of a fresh, spicy cardamom. It's warm, it's sweet, not icy at all. It's actually really nice though. It's a fragrance that I am really surprised about. Just like a lot of the other Joop's, it's definitely projecting pretty heavily off the tester strip. It's actually making my throat hurt. But yeah, even though the sandalwood says it's in the base, it's actually coming through here pretty early. Gives it this like deep, warm, aromatic woodiness. And then again, that cardamom's giving it a little bit of this fresh spiciness to it. But for the most part, it is a plum with slightly citrus mixture in there. It's really nice. It's one that I'm surprised about, one that I'm really looking forward to diving deeper into, trying out more. And down the road, I'm going to be doing a full review week where I full review all the fragrances that I did first impressions on. And so this is definitely going to be in that list. Yep, the plum's the main note here. The plum is definitely the main note and the one that's carrying the fragrance. Maybe a little bit of orange blossom is in there. It says that there's tobacco in the mid, but I'm not getting any tobacco here at all. It's really nice. Fruity, sweet, fresh, a little bit citrusy, just not icy. It's not that light, airy, citrusy, lemonade or anything like that. It's not like that type of fragrance. It would be good for me. It smells like it's more of a transitional season fragrance, spring into fall, while you could wear it in the daytime in the summer, maybe if it's like not too hot of a day. It seems like it's more of a versatile fragrance. You could wear it more day, but you could wear it into night, very similar to Rasasi Hawas. So yeah, that's Joop Homme Ice. Really nice fragrance, and I'm surprised because it's the first Joop that I've liked. Now it makes me want to get deeper into the Joop line itself. So the next one on my list, I already took the cellophane off because a lot of you guys I'm probably are guessing are going to stop the video before I even review this. But it's Moustache by Rochas. It's an eau de toilette. The eau de parfum I know is the more popular of the two. I actually had to film this video and wait till my wife and daughter were not home, which is hardly ever, because they are both allergic to rose oil, and there is rose in here. I can never wear a fragrance that has rose in it. If anybody ever wants to send me something that has rose in it, let me know beforehand, because I have to make sure it's away from them, that I'm reviewing it away from them. So this week, they're not going to be here for 2 days, so I'm doing a rose video tomorrow where I do a Xerjoff and a MFK, both rose fragrances. I like rose fragrances a little bit, but for the most part, I don't really like floral fragrances. So it might be redundant to send it to me. I do like the fragrances that have rose mixed in very nicely, but with that said, I'm going to try this one out. This is an old school fragrance. It's an aromatic fougere from what it's advertised as, and I'm going to give you some of the notes that it says on here that I'm intrigued by. Huh. Not what I expected. So some of the notes that intrigue me from this fragrance are lemon, lavender, honey, geranium, oak moss, and musk. So I was expecting, as soon as I spray this on, for it to be like a barbershop fougere that I didn't like very much, that I hated. It was probably going to be too old school, like kind of like a Jovan Musk or a Gravity or something like that. But honestly, this isn't terrible. It's not going to be one that I'm going to wear on an everyday basis, but it's one that I'm shocked by because I know the regular Rochas Eau de Parfum has been heavily regarded as a really great, cheap alternative to YSL Tuxedo, I believe, with that rose, that sweetness. This one really does. I was expecting it to be more like that, or kind of like a resinous fragrance. I don't know why. I didn't really read much about this fragrance, but here in the opening, it's a fresh lemon. That lemon verbena, which is also in there, is also coming out. And you also get that lavender. And a bit of geranium. It's a bit floral, but for the most part, it's like a lemon floral. It almost gives off like a lemon cleaner vibe, but if it was fresher and had a bit of florals in the background. It's not terrible. It's just not something I would see myself wearing on an everyday basis at all. I don't know what situation I would wear this in. But this seems like it could be more of a casual fragrance if you're just looking to wear something fresh when you're going out or to like the gym or something. But it's really old school. Probably not one that I'm going to wear. Maybe one I'll do as a giveaway. You're also getting this like a little bit like a sweet honey coming in as well from that honey. And it's a bit musky as well. Overall, it's I can't say good fragrance. It's just, if it was back in the 80s, it'd probably be a really good fragrance. But right now, it's probably more for men like 50s and older. It's good. It smells citrusy. It smells fresh. It smells florally. It smells clean. It's a very versatile fragrance, one that you can wear probably spring, summer, fall. Yeah. I'm not going to get much more into it. There is a little bit of rose in there that's really nice as well. But the way they're mixing it in, it's an old school vibe. It's an aromatic fougere through and through. Really nice fragrance. One that I probably will never wear. So I just wanted to throw that in. Again, it was $10, so whatever. So that was Moustache Eau de Toilette, and then Joop Homme Ice, which really is for the price worth a pickup. I'm going to check that out one more time on this tester. Yeah, definitely pick up Joop Homme Ice, definitely worth the price. If you like plum, if you like citrus notes, if you like a little bit of a floral background and some sandalwood, it really does really nice. Joop Homme Ice, really good fragrance. So that was my little fragrance haul here. Let me know if you guys like those fragrances, if you like the eau de parfum of the Moustache, or if you prefer like YSL Tuxedo. And if you've tried the Joop Homme Ice, let me know what you think, or if you are interested in it. If not, then I'll be back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.